The noisy neighbours. Motubai was a merchant. After earning a lot of money, he bought a big house. One afternoon, he lay down for a nap. He had barely closed his eyes when suddenly he heard a strange sound. It sounded like a road engine. He went to the window and looked out. There was no engine in sight. Then he realized that the sound was coming from the house next door. It was a musician doing singing practice. "Oh no," said Motubai, who loved music. This man next door was singing in a loud and terrible voice. Unluckily, the singing stopped. Motubai's head was throbbing. He rubbed some palm and closed his eyes. Slowly he relaxed. A cool breeze cheered him up. He closed his eyes, but again he woke up with a start. He thought somebody was pounding on his chest. When he opened his eyes, he found no one. The ear-starting sound was coming from the next house next door, and this time one of the other side of his house. It was drummer beating the drum. Motubai realized that he was caught between two neighbors. One was musician and another was drummer. He called on his neighbors in the evening and played with them to practice their art somewhere far away. But both politely refused. They pointed out the Motubai was a newcomer and that he had no right to dictate terms. Motubai found out the both were living in rental house. He once again requesting them to look for some other house. Again they refused. As a last resort, Motubai offered them 10,000 rupees each if they agreed to move off their houses. They demand the money in advance and Motubai parted with him with money. There was silence. The next morning, Motubai was relieved. He thought the money he had paid was a small price to buy peace, which he valued so much. Then came a sound. It was faint at first, but soon it became louder. It was sound of beating drum. Then came the terrible sound of drummer and musician doing his musician. Motubai closed his ears and ran out, demanding any explanation from the musician. They told him that he had vacated their old house as agreed, so the musician had now rented the house and the drummer had vacated, and the drummer had rented the house vacated by the musician.